Hello vertical people, hello horizontal people. I am in Cazumel, Mexico. You can't see it out there, but there's a whole resort that I'm on. My friend's 50th and 55th birthdays are this year, and as a birthday celebration, he has flown her and several of us out here to the island to celebrate her because he loves her so much. It's very adorable. Anyway, I'm here for a week and change, and I won't really be online very much, so I thought I would just do a little 10-minute vlog once a day and upload that so that nobody loses their mind and I can remember when all of this is over. I can remember all the cool stuff that's happened. I am scrapbook journaling the stay here and what we're doing, so I will also have that, but I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious and present and take care of myself a little bit better. Creating content, not consuming content. So I am starting my day off. I woke up really slow, like around 8. I did my morning yoga. My morning yoga is Rodney's AM yoga that he does on the beach. And it's the one I've done since I was a kid. Off and on, I have not done it every day since I was a kid. That would be crazy. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of journaling. My friend gifted me the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. And while I cannot use it to give people tarot readings because that's not how it wants to be used, it is gonna help me with like introspection journaling. And so today me and the Empress are gonna have a little conversation. And I'm gonna journal a little bit about the Empress card on this beautiful picture of the beach in my Van Gogh journal. And then I'm gonna see who all is awake because I'm here with 4 other people, and we'll probably go get some breakfast. I will not be vlogging this trip. I'm gonna try to leave my phone in the room as much as possible, but I will have my camera with me, and so I'll take a lot of pictures while we're here. And then we'll do like a PowerPoint review of the holiday. And at some point I will do a scrapbook tour because I have this one, and then I also have the New Orleans book, which is absolutely full absinthe of adventures. You can tell where I have written and where I haven't. I'm trying to be a little bit more forward about taking care of my health and my well-being. So I am trying to do my yoga every single day and trying to take care of myself a little bit better than I have in the past. I don't know if I'm going to be exercising, doing the workouts, my sword arms and stuff every day while I'm here because we're swimming. I'm going to be swimming a lot, so that's going to be my cardio and my workout. There's pools and the beach is right there. There's some Mayan ruins nearby that we're looking at going to. Last night we got to see a Mayan performance, which, if we can take a second and step back, a lot of resorts that are not on American soil cater to white colonial fantasy. They employ the local people. They're very subservient on the staff. They're faking it to play into this white colonial fantasy. In Hawaii, they have luau's that are not actual luau's. They're just there for white people to feel, oh my God, it's a party. And I was we got here and everyone was being really, really nice to us. And I was like, I'm freaked out by this. This is uncomfy for me. And then they're like, oh, there's a traditional Mayan performance. And I was like, the activist in me is a little horrified. The witch in me wants to bear witness to this thing. And apparently the performance several years ago was a little bit more of a tourist attraction. What we saw last night was more in line with performative storytelling, like what my uncle Randy and his daughters do at Mystic Fairs, where they perform Native American dance. And to be clear, Uncle Randy is They were calling to see if I had gotten my birthday wine and a welcome kit. It's not my birthday. It's Gwendolyn's birthday, but they can't seem to figure out which of us's birthday it is because Gwen and Duncan both are having their birthday. Anyway, it was very cool. And from what I have studied and what I do know about Mayan culture, lore, and mythology, my uncle and his daughters perform at mystic fairs. They also vend and stuff like that. And they do, I know they do like bird dance, is the one that I super remember them doing, because I was there when he taught it to them. And so it felt like they did jaguar eating fire, and they did Ichel, I'm not quite sure on how to pronounce her name correctly. There were 5 performers, and Kimmy and Jaguar were the 2 that I picked out immediately. The one woman dancer was initially dressed in like what I can only describe as like priestesses' ceremonial robes, elaborately painted. She was wearing a braided headpiece and like bulky, thick. It reminded me a lot of other traditional island garb, like Samoan. And there were things about it that like I've recognized as like, oh, this is not calling in the quarters, but they're like honoring the 4 directions here. He had a great chalice that was burning with palo. It smelled like real palo. And it may not have just been that, but he had a great big chalice. The people who had paid the extra money for the special experience as opposed to the back row seats where we were like a part of the purification ceremony, and she painted their faces with markings. They did warrior dance, they did dance for the owl, they did the fire dance, and parts of it I was like, oh, this is dance storytelling, this is cultural storytelling. And some of it was like, this is like some kind of a ceremonial performance where like this is a traditional ceremonial performance that normally there would be more people involved and there wouldn't really be people watching, but they're doing it for us. At least like based on my familiarity with Native American dance traditions, powwow traditions, and what I've observed about other cultures like Samoa and the Haka and Hawaiian dance and things like that. So, and again, this is coming from a white appearing mixed Japanese person who does not know everything. These were just my observances. It was very, very, very cool to get to sit and watch that. And it was apparently wildly different than the performance 2 years ago. Because G&D have been here before, and so they had were like, oh, it'll be like this thing, and they were like, that was completely different. We were actually lucky enough to bump into one of the resort's managers, like head of staff, while we were eating dinner, and he actually talked about how proud he was that they had gotten that group and that they were very traditional, that it was authentic, and there's apparently like a revival in the local community here on Cozumel about this sort of like coming of age ritual of manhood where they're trying to revive it with younger people, where they get in the canoe and they actually row from the mainland all the way to the island as a show of strength and power, and you have like many people in a team working together, which was very similar to other cultures where there is a great journey as like a coming of age thing that I have studied in my anthropology stuff. So that was really cool. I don't know what we're gonna get up to today. I did cry constantly when we got here. I haven't been in these waters since I was 7. It's been 20 years since I've been in the ocean, and I can't stop crying. It's so incredible to have this opportunity. And my throat is sore because it's very humid here, and the air conditioning does not kill the very faint smell of mildew in the bathroom. And so I am having an allergic reaction to the mildew. But I have Sudafed, I have an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I have to journal with the Empress, who I think we're going to talk about gratitude for grand opportunities today. Thank you all for coming. I will see you tomorrow. All my love. Bye-bye. Go watch the Epstein trials.